Hello, this is Yvonne Alviso. Welcome to my channel. Today I would like to join in on the hashtag Let's Do Die Cutting Monday, hosted by Tree Craft On and Kathy's Creative Crafts and More. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit going on over here, and I'd like to share the die sets that I'll be using. I will put one card together, and I have several pieces here because I really haven't decided on pattern papers. These are going to be Mother's Day cards for my mother and my sisters and my sister-in-law. And I've got some leftover pieces here. What I usually do is when I die cut for a project, any scraps of paper, I'll try to squeeze in other pieces that I can use later on. So I've got extra handles and other pieces here. But let me show you the die sets. This is a new die set from Anna Griffin. It's called the Luxury Quilted Purse Card Die. And these are some sample cards here. And I didn't make this card yet, but I'll come back and do that for you. This is a smaller card. It fits in a 5x7 envelope. And you have some inspiration here. It does come with the directions, as you can see here. And this also creates directions for a little box purse. And again, it's a 5x7 size that you can fit in some bling for a crafty friend, die cuts, hand sanitizer, lipstick, nail polish. I mean, it's got a lot of room in there that you can stick stuff in. But again, there's two samples there that you can get some inspiration from. Let me show you the die set. This is the front piece here. This is the piece that you'll use for the box, this wider piece here. This piece is the hinge for the smaller 5x7 card. And this is for the sides of the box card. And these are the handles. So that's one die set. The second set I used to create this card base here is the 3D Concertina Concentric card dies. And this is a very lovely set. It shows the pieces here, some flourishes, some embellishment pieces, and you're able to cut that card. It's a 5x7. And these are the dies. It is a lovely card. Look at the side. So I use that for my base to create a bigger card. And I'm also going to use the Anna Griffin pop-up dies to create a pop-up feature, and it's going to be something like this. There are instructions on how to assemble on the inside and on the back. So this one comes with the flourish, the candle, a butterfly, the layers for the cake, and this spring pop-up. Oops. On the back, you have your cake pop-up and then the mechanism to create your own pop-up. So that's a really nice, this is the one I'm going to be using here. And again, there's lots of examples of what you can do. Some inspiration. So I've assembled quite a few cards here. This is Anna Griffin paper, Lillian. And then some of them I'm not quite sure It's all Anna Griffin, but I'm not sure of what collection it came from. But black and white. My mother's favorite color is purple, so I gave her purple. My younger sister likes purple as well. My sister-in-law likes red and roses. And I did, this one is kind of a mint green. It's very pastel green, so I like that one. And this one here has that blue ribbon through there. I'll put these aside for now and make some room. The dies work very well. Let me get my, let me see where I have my bone folder here. I do not, so I'm gonna just step aside for just one moment to get that. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna burnish this crease down a little bit more, the back side. So it's gonna open up this way. This will be the back. Now in Anna's tutorial, when she showed this on HSN, when it came out, she did say that to get a deeper emboss on your die here, to use 2 of the steel plates. I don't have 2, so I only used 1, but the embossing detail is still fabulous with that magnetic plate. So it's not much that you really need to do. And I'm not going to use pop-up adhesive on this to make it dimensional. I'm gonna just keep it flat. I'm using art glitter glue, and I hope this comes out. And I'm not gonna glue the whole thing down, just kind of in the center here. Some dots. I love art glitter glue. It does dry clear, so if you get it where you don't want it, you really can't see it. So we're going to center this as best as we can. I'm just going to gently press this down so I don't ruin any of that embossing. The art glitter glue adheres rather quickly, so there's no worry there. Okay, I did cut out little pieces of gold that normally to just embellish the buckle here, but because it's gold already, I'm just gonna leave it like that. The next thing I want to do is put on the handles, and I'm using a dark purple background with gold accents. And I'm using a darker purple than the lavender here just to kind of bring that out. Now I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to add gold to the back side. I'm gonna see what it looks like without and then decide. So just kind of center this up in the center of the purple piece here. And again, I'm not too worried about the glue. Because that will dry clear. Okay, that's one. So what has everybody been up to? Do you have this die set? Have you made the two cards, the box card and the folding card? Just press that down a little bit. But the embossing on these is lovely as well. Just look at the handle. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do here. And again, I'm not going to use dimensional pop-ups. I'm going to leave maybe, oh, I think I want it up. So just on here, just on this portion here. Put a good amount of glue for the adhesion to the gold foil. And just kind of center it as best as you can. I'm going to use my bone folder just to press it down to set for a little bit. Now, because I'm making this a pop-up card, I'm not going to add the second gold piece. This is more like a pocket detail that I have in mind for my card. Great thing about Anna's die sets, as you can see, you can use them with other die sets to make a project that you want. I'm using 3 die sets here, and they coordinate all together beautifully. Okay, so that looks nice. Now, to match up the back handle, I'm going to line up the two this way, so those will be lined up. And again, I'm gonna, this is paper on paper, so it will adhere nicely. I'm going to turn it this way so I make sure everything is lined up. Starting on this end here. Yeah, that looks nice. And then I get my bone folder again. And just set that on there till it catches. The box card, I've seen a lot of different renditions of it where people have added the bottom die cut to the sides to make that box a little bit bigger. And if you're a member of finishing school, there are several projects for this die set, and they're all lovely. So yeah, there we go. Now, I don't mind the way that looks. I did not cut a second purple. Oh, this is gold. So let me just pull this one out here to see what it looks like. And I can decide whether or not, no, I don't think I'm going to add that. I'm going to just leave the purple. And yeah. Okay. So we're gonna open this up and burnish the bottom one more time because we want a nice crease for the second die cut, the pop-up mechanism to fit in there. And we're using the same paper, and so we can coordinate with that. So here there are scoring lines here, 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 and down the center. So what you need to do is just kind of do one at a time. So we're going to do this top one first. Just pinch it for now until you get the entire mechanism set up. So I'm going to bend this one here. Bend this one here. And it's paper, so it's going to bend where you want it to, and those score lines are. And then there's one in the middle, and you just stick your finger in there in that crease to get it to bend initially. Then you can press it as well. So we want it here, 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 and we've got one more up here. So when you fold it up, let me just fold this up for a second. You want to burnish these really well so they will fit inside the crease of your card. So I'm going to go over these. Turn it this way. And then we've got these top ones here. Flip it over, burnish those some more. This is lovely paper, isn't it? Lillian's my favorite because it's purple and lavender. There we go. Let's just take a peek. We want to center this, and you'll be able to see the pop-up. So I'm going to use some score tape to keep it in place, and I'm going to use, this is about a 1/2 inch. Let's see, got a little bit left here, so I'm going to use some score tape here. The good thing about this tape is it tears really nicely, and I'm going to use it on the bottom, the top. We don't want this coming out. And then I'm going to open it back up. And I think I'm going to use 1/4 inch tape so I can add glue as well on the side, so that will ensure a really, really good stick. So I'm going to put this right down the center. This is my first tutorial, and I've had a few requests to go over some of the Create 8 die sets and projects. So those will be coming along. Now with score tape, you really want to burnish it down, because that adhesion to the paper is what really makes it stick. So you want to really burnish that down. It also makes removing that top piece of paper off. Okay, I'm going to use my tool-in-one here to remove the backer. And see how easy it comes up? And that burnishing is what makes that happen. When I see people use this tape without burnishing it, I kind of want to say burnish. Okay, I want the large pop-up on the left. So we're going to go back and smash these down. And I'm going to add glue along the edges here. And here. And make sure you get just put some on here. I don't want this coming up at all. So we're gonna go back over here. It's a little bit much right there. I'll have to smooth that out. And we want this to go right inside the crease. And I'm going to put some more here to make sure that stays put. And again, I want the tall side on the left. And you're going to want to center it. Just lay this down. And I'm going to use my burnishing tool here to just get that to adhere. Now, I just noticed, because this is my front, and I'm going to open the card this way. So I have the tall one here on my right-hand side now. Should have been the other way. But that's okay, because it will allow me to put additional embellishments here. Really doesn't matter. But when we do, I'll show you the other cards when I'm finished making them. I'll come back and show you what that looks like. So we want to burnish this really nicely. Just kind of get in there. And I'm gonna finish this again. I really want it to adhere. Yeah. Okay. So I have the flourish that comes with this die set, the pop-up die set. And I was thinking, I'll make sure this is the front. This is a holographic, and I wanted it to pick up all of the purple, but putting one here and one on the bottom. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that there. I like using the different metallics. It just adds so much. And these flourishes really do add a lot as well. They're just fun. And they're beautiful, you know, the swirlies. So we're gonna use my bone folder to adhere that down. This is a heavy weight holographic paper cardstock here. It, I believe it's from Joann's, Parkline, I believe. And the iridescent colors are just so fabulous. It makes any card just really stand out. So we just want to rub it gently back and forth till that glue adheres to the paper. Again, this is pretty heavy cardstock. Okay, see that? Picks up the purple. Wow, sparkalicious. Okay, we're gonna add another one down here. Actually, I think I'm gonna go up because I'm gonna fit my sentiment, or I may do the Happy Mother's Day here. Do I like? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way. So I'm just gonna gently give it a push down so it will stick to the paper better. Okay. This is a fine tip glue bottle from Hobby Lobby. My fine tip for the art glitter glue was starting to clog all the time. But I poured it in this little bottle here, and I haven't had too many problems like I usually have with the bottle. So I ended up putting the original nozzle back on, and I just keep this to refill my little one. A little bit goes a long way, but I find when I use it for this holographic paper, it takes a little bit more. I can see I put a little bit too much glue and it's seeping out, but I'll show you how to take that off with a little wipey, wet wipe. something moist, paper towel with a little water will also work. But you'll just want to just gently wipe it off, and it comes right off. You get that shiny look again. Yeah. Really nice. Let's see anything else here. If you catch it before it dries, it really sets in. It comes up really nicely. And just clean your tool, whatever you're using. And I'm going to press again, hold that down again lightly, just so it adheres. There we go. So what do we have? Look at that. I've got some flowers. I picked up the hydrangea and rose stickers. And I think I got these from, I don't know if it was 8% on Anna Griffin's website, but they were on sale. So I really don't remember. But I really like the hydrangeas. And these bluish purple ones, they're really pretty. So I'm gonna get some of the pink ones. I think I'm gonna stick with the hydrangeas. I'm going to put a Happy Mother's Day sentiment here. So let me see if I want something. The hardest part about creating cards, I find, is deciding on the embellishments. The flowers, they're just so beautiful. But I think the two pink with the blue one. Might be something I can look at here. Yeah, so I'm gonna put now these are stickers and they're dimensional, so they have a dimensional foam adhesive in between, and the backer comes off, and it's sometimes a little fidgety, and I think I just want the lower portion of the sticker to be adhered. Let me see here. Keep this, and I'm going to just tear here And tear here. Can you hear me? Because I can hear myself. Kind of at a whisper here. Okay, so we're going to remove that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here just to kind of stick this down. Let's make sure we're on the front here. Yes. And we're going to stick this down right here. Let's go this way. We're going to just add a glue here, this bottom portion here. Good amount of glue. Let's see. I think I need a hydrangea that goes in the opposite direction. I don't like spreading out all the flowers because then I lose quite a bit of them. So I'm going to stick this one here. So we want to add glue to all of this down here. Maybe stick that under there. Just give it a good press. I do not like using hot glue. When I first started crafting, I was following some tutorials on YouTube, and the crafter loved using hot glue, and she said she never had a problem with it, that it always adhered, her projects never came apart. But my mini album that I made did not stay together. The hot glue detached from the paper. So we look now. Isn't that lovely? And I think I want some roses back here, and then I'm going to take this sticker off completely. And again, that's the hardest part. Take that one off completely. I'm going to add a little bit of glue down the center. Some lovely roses. And let's use our bone folder to adhere that down. Get that sticker down. I haven't had any problems with the stickers. So far my projects from Create 7 had held up very nicely. My cards. My recipients still display them, so I've seen them and they're still doing very, very, very well. So I like to burnish that down really nicely. Get those stickers to adhere. Okay, so we have some dimension there. Okay, let's, I think some more roses back here might be appropriate, just to kind of hide that seam. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's gonna look nice. Let's see if I can take this at, there we go. Some more glue. Just to kind of hide that seam there. Burnish again. Now I may not get to the sentiment, but I am liking the way that looks. And everything closes up nicely. I don't know if I'll use something to close this. I'll have to think about that. But when they pull it out of, I'm gonna make an envelope, so when they pull it out, it will give them a clue that this has to pop open like this. Do you guys find that your recipients aren't quite sure how to open your dimensional cards, your 3D cards? But this is nice. I'm liking it so far. The back. Now, I do have some journaling cards, and these are from either Create 7, Crop at Home 2, or some of the card kits. Let me see, put this there. But there's a lavender one in here that I think I want to use, so I can write my message. Or if I stamp my Happy Mother's Day here, I need to see if this is going to, yeah, I need something smaller than this. Okay, let's take a look at some other these are some lovely Blessed Beyond Measure. I like that. Let me see if I could. I think I may use that for the front. But I'm gonna have to come back and think about the sentiment portion. But I may be able to write my message. Stick that there. I think that would look nice. Or even that, this is lavender. It's kind of a periwinkle. I don't know if you can see the difference on these two cards. Yeah, that's pretty. Kind of break up the purple and go with this one here. So yeah, I think I may stick this one here. That looks nice. Well, folks, I think one more thing that I'll add before I say goodbye. This is nice. Let's be on measure. This might be a nice little tag to stick here and hang. I think I want to add a little bling inside of these. And I do have a lavender one, and let's see what that might look like. Makes the purple kind of pop. It is an oval shape. I have this darker one. I think that looks nice. Kind of picks up the purple. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so let me get 2 more for the back. Because whatever you do to the front, it's nice to do to the back. So I'll add those before we say goodbye. And we're just gonna add a nice little got a little bit of that glue coming out there on my gold, so just kind of clean that up there. Just press that down for just a second. Wipe that again with a little wet wipe. Yeah, nice. I like that. So let's put another 2 on the back here. This glue, again, dries clear. That's what I really like about it. And the adhesion, it works on the bling, the metallic cardstock. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with it. It's always user error, not the glue, because I put too much. It doesn't take a lot. Just clean that off there. Clean the tip of my glue. Put this back in. Now I will add some photos at the end when I decide how I'm going to do up the front. I do like this little tag here, blessed beyond measure, that I might tie around here with some flowers. I do have some for you sentiments, and right now I cannot seem to find them. So they're around here someplace. I'll have to go looking for them. But yeah. Oh, here they are. These are from another kit. I think they're all occasion sentiments. Let's just take a look really quick. Something that's going to match the cardstock. This is blue, especially for you, but I like that. Warmest wishes, that's always nice. Sending sunshine and warm wishes. Wishing you a day that blooms with happiness. I like that. I'm gonna have to stamp a Happy Mother's Day. But this one here, just try that on for size on the inside, because this seems small. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at that. And it will fit. I like that. Wishing you a day that blooms with happiness. I like that a lot. So we are going to put some glue on this one here. We're going to stand that up, kind of center it. Let's see if we can fold it down and burnish that. Yeah, look at that. Wishing you a day that blooms with happiness. I like that a lot. Yeah. And then I'll write a message here and tuck that over here someplace. Or just add another little pocket to the back and stick my message in there. I do have some pocket dies. So I'll think about that, but I think I've got a good start here. And let me know what you think for a Mother's Day card. I just love purple, and that holographic paper is so yummy. The sentiment is really lovely. Okay, I'm coming back to show you how I've finished up my card. I use the Anna Griffin Treasury Stamp die set, Happy Mother's Day, with the small inner rectangle die that comes with that set. And I also used our Ranger Archival ink in jet black. This is what the stamp looks like. And I stamped out some extra ones. And I used these little clothespins, mini clothespins from Dollar Tree. And this is what it looks like. This Blessed Beyond Measure is a little tag from Anna Griffin. The bow in lavender is from Anna Griffin, and this flower die cut. And I used the clip here to close the card. So you just pinch that. I have the little bling here. And when you open it, this is what we have. So here's my Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. Little dimensional butterfly. I added another lavender bluish hydrangea here on top of the roses. And this sentiment that says, wishing you a day that blooms with happiness. And here I have another card that's the same size as this one here, but that's where I'm going to write my message and glue it down right here. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty sweet, pretty cute. I love that holographic paper, but it's got all the fun pop-up dimension. And of course, Anna's hydrangeas and roses dimensional stickers are just so vibrant and beautiful. Look at that. The gold butterfly. I did pop this up on some dimensional foam adhesive. And I also popped this one up on foam adhesive to bring it out further. But yeah. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think. And I hope you can enjoy this die set like I have. And yeah, I think it came out pretty cute. It's a nice size. This is a 5x7 card base again. So I'll have to make a special envelope for it. Or just hand deliver it. It's even better. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.